Imagine this. He's inside a spaceship, silently drifting through space. Everything is calm, until something goes wrong. A conflict erupts between an astronaut and the commander. The punishment is extreme. No prison, no exile. He's sent towards a black hole. At first, it seems impossible, almost like science fiction. But as the ship approaches, something changes. Space itself begins to seem distorted. Would you feel pain? Would you die instantly? Or slowly? Could you survive for even a second? Or would you simply disappear from existence? Let's find out. It all begins with a star. Stars spend their entire lives producing energy, burning fuel in their core. When the fuel runs out, in a massive star, gravity takes complete control. The core collapses inward with enormous force, while the outer layers explode in a massive supernova. But if what remains is extremely dense, more than 3 times the mass of our Sun, then something incredible happens. The core collapses into a single point, a region so dense that gravity becomes unstoppable. And at that moment, a black hole is born. It is a region of space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape it, not even light. This is the speed needed to escape an object's gravity. On Earth, it's about 11 kilometers per second. Fast, but possible with rockets. Now imagine something so dense that not even light, the fastest thing in the universe, can escape. That's a black hole. Now, let's return to our astronaut. The astronaut is getting closer and closer. At one point, you realize there's no turning back. So he sends a distress signal, the radio message, from his spaceship to a distant space station, watching you from afar. But something strange happens as his signal moves away from the black hole. It begins to change. The waves are stretched. The signal gets weaker and distorted. This is called gravitational redshift. Basically, gravity stretches light and radio waves, making them longer and with less energy. From the station's point of view, his voice would sound slower, deeper, more distorted, and then the signal begins to fade. Not because it stopped transmitting, but because space itself is distorting his message to the point of making it unrecognizable, until, finally, silence. Yes, it's real. As you approach a black hole, gravity isn't the same throughout your body. The side closest to the black hole experiences a much stronger gravitational force than the other. Thus, your feet are pulled with more force than your head. This difference creates what we call tidal forces, and these forces stretch you violently, not just stretching, pulling you into a long, thin shape like spaghetti. Whether this happens or not depends on the size of the black hole. Near a smaller black hole, this effect would kill you long before you reach the center. But near a supermassive black hole, like those at the center of galaxies, it might even surpass the outer region before being destroyed. This is not a physical surface. It is a boundary in space. Once you cross it, there is no escape. Not even light can get out. From your perspective, nothing special might happen at first, but the universe outside starts acting strangely. Time, light, and space begin to behave differently, and from the outside, you would appear to slow down, freeze, and fade away. Forever stuck at the edge, but in reality, you are already falling inward, which makes it all the more terrifying, because I wouldn't die instantly. You would float deeper, knowing what's coming. The closer you get to the extreme gravity, The slower time passes. To you, everything seems normal. But to someone observing from afar, it would seem to move slower and slower, until eventually, it would seem completely frozen in time. This isn't science fiction. We've already measured small versions of this effect on Earth and in space. But near a black hole, it becomes extreme. Seconds for you can become years, or even centuries for others. But what makes black holes so fascinating isn't just the fact that they destroy things. It's the fact that they shatter our very understanding of reality. Space curves, time slows down, light disappears, and the universe becomes something completely strange. Perhaps one day we will fully understand what lies beyond them, or perhaps they are the ultimate limit of nature, a place where reality simply ends. And that leaves us with one last question. If you had the chance, would you get close to one? Or is some part of the universe destined to remain unknown? I hope you enjoyed the video. This channel is new, so if you want to help, subscribe and leave a like. Thank you, and see you in the next video.